Alright, hello and welcome back to my Let's Play Better Minecraft Plus. This will be episode 8. I know last time I said it was 6. When I'm not uploading, it gets a little tricky when I'm just trying to like mass record. But I'll try to keep up with all that. So yeah, last time we went on some adventuring, and as we see, we're a little bit geared differently now. Um, so I will admit, first off, bit of a mistake. I forgot to hit record on something. So I'm gonna have to just explain that for later. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So, first off, as you can see, my sword is not the sword I had before. Instead, I had to go back to Tinker's. And that was able to allow me to make the Manoleum and Queen Slime and Heptazon equipment that you see, so major upgrades. Um, and I was able to utilize the uh, Tinker's Encyclopedia, so this will let you know of all the tools you can make, all their capabilities, upgrades, all that stuff. So in order to make these tier 4 materials, what I had to do was I had to go to the nether to get some blaze head. So I had to first make a uh, cleaver, which got me beheading, and then I added the luck and uh, tried to just improve that, the ability for it to kill and get rewards. So that was simple enough, and then also figuring out the best abilities and best upgrades to put onto all of these items. So hasted for better attack speed. Um, this being Manoleum, 2 pieces of Manoleum, it gave me Insatiable 2. So if I get 8 or more hits in, I'm doing increased damage. I put experience on, so I get better experience. Severing, so I do collect heads better, which is actually very important when I am trying to collect wither skeleton skulls. It does actually work on that when you're killing wither skeletons. And then I put it 3 sharpness 3, and then it has overload 2, so a ton of over slime. These both only have overlord 1, but they also have, this one has luckiest, hastiest, and experience 2, as well as momentum. So the more I mine, the faster it goes. Same thing with here, which is part of the Heptazon. Um, Also, both of these are netherite mining now, so they're pretty good and pretty high mine speeds due to putting a ton of haste on this one and then putting just 3 levels of haste on this one. So that's pretty good. Another thing, unfortunately, because I did not realize that I was not recording, I went out and got some Tide Guardian gear. So remember last time we had to fight the sea serpent that killed me, I think like 3 or 4 times, before I was finally able to bring it down. Um, so yeah, I got enough of those scales to go ahead and make a full set of this Tide Guardian armor, which compared to Diamond and compared to the Red Geode set that I had, um, it actually is just as good on the toughness and is a bit better on the armor itself. So also this gives us water breathing, and for each part that we're wearing, um, we get strength. So having one part would be strength 1, 2, 3, and having the full set will give us strength 4 while we're fighting in water, um, which will give us a huge advantage going forward. So actually the last thing that I was working on, thinking that I was recording, was trying to get level so I can disenchant this gear so I could put it onto this gear. Um, but evidently I messed up on that. So over here I had to get a brewing stand, and I'll show y'all why for that. Um, so this part of the Apotheosis mod, I actually looked into it, and if I go to the enchantment library, so the ender chests are pretty easy to get since it's obsidian, which is pretty easy to mine. Um, and then Eyes of Ender, which since that's blaze rods and ender pearls, we can easily get those um, with the villager trade. So a cleric to get the ender pearls, and then using the hunting station for uh, the villagers to eventually upgrade and get blaze rods, which I think is expert level that you have to upgrade them to. So that's easy enough for the ender chest. These hell shelves, since we had made a whole bunch of nether bricks, we had some left over. So that was pretty easy. And then the potion generations, which is why I need the brewing stand. And again, the blaze rods are easy to get. And then I can just buy bookshelves at this point, so it's not that hard for those either. So I had to make several of those, and then just another enchanting table, which again, easy, just a couple diamonds, books, and obsidian. So what this actually does is, as you can see, it has like an entire library of all of these enchantments. Um, and each enchantment is worth so many points. So level 1 is only going to be worth 1 point stored, but then higher ones get more. So uh, basically, if I look at Sweeping Edge, the highest book of Sweeping Edge that I put in here was Sweeping Edge 8. So I can pull out any number of books so long as I have the points for them up to level 8. But as you can see for Smite, I put in level 10 for Smite, so I can ultimately try to create multiple, top tier for Smite. Same thing with Unbreaking, um, being at 7. Obviously, I can do higher, but um, this gives me a lot. And just to show this off, so if I want to get uh, a top tier Smite book, what I can do is, so each level I pull out is going to cost a certain number of points. So as you can see, right now I pulled one out and it's 566. If I put this back in, it goes back to 567. So this is super awesome right here. Um, and I'm glad I actually thought about looking at this. Um, so it keeps doubling after the second. So Smite 2 was only 2 points, but then going to Smite 3 will cost me 2 points. And so on and so forth. It's just going to keep doubling all the way up to 256. It's Smite 9, and then I can add it on and get a Smite 10 book and still have a little bit extra. If I had enough to get um, another 10, like, then I could have multiple weapons with it on, but then when I don't need it, I can just put it back in. So that is really helpful, especially if you have a book that has multiple things on it, especially for, say, uh, anything that you don't want on a book. So if I find any of so the curses, those can actually be separated through this as well. So instead of having a book that has like a high level of anthropods, illagers, uh, and whatever else, like Hellsteel or uh, whatever of these things, what you can end up doing is separating them out so that way you don't have to worry about the curses anymore. It will take a little bit for, levels, but with the mob farm that we have, that makes it pretty. Alright, so ultimately how you can store your enchantments in here. So I have this Protection 3 book here. Um, so if I look at Protection, the highest book that I have put in here from Protection is Protection 7. So if I draw one out, it only costs 1 point. But if I go for 2, uh, it did increase. But then, so that's at 152. I put it back in there, and it actually gives all 4 points back. So if I put in this Protection 3 book, it again puts in 3. So um, I was gonna take these enchantments off and then enchant my new Tide Gear. Some other things I wanted to go over. This Eternal Obsidian Skull. Uh, so this, in order to make an Obsidian Skull, we needed a Skeleton Skull, which since we went after the Gorgon, we had plenty. It's pretty easy to get Obsidian, and then the Obsidian ingots come from smelting these Obsidian with iron. But since we have bulk blasting, we don't have to worry about that too much, and it's just Obsidian with some iron nuggets. Easy to make these, and there's several other things you can make from the Forbidden Arcanus mod. Some weapons and gear, but that wasn't too important. Plus, since we have to have the dragon scales for the upper echelon stuff, it's just this was the only thing we really needed to get. And then from here, as we see in a smithing table, we can put it with an Eternal Stella, which these X-Petrified orbs are pretty easy to find, but the Stellarite are very difficult to find. You got to be down around like diamond level, and these things do explode, so do be careful. But you make these Eternal Stellas, and these can be used to make any tool or almost pretty much any item in the game, just straight up indestructible. So that's actually really cool with that. Also, another thing we had made was a brig. Which, using some chests, leads, and such, we were able to make that. This is where I used to go after some sirens. But unfortunately, that I don't know why I wasn't recording. But that was unfortunate. There's also this stuff that we'll get on to. So we have, in all of this stuff, we have slots that we can put things into, or just keep in our, let's see, is that spellstone? Might just go into a charm slot. I thought there was a spell scroll slot. But anyways, so this Gift of the Heaven will allow us to have straight up create a flight so long as we're within a beacon, which since we were able to kill the Wither and can easily get these Wither Skeleton Skulls, it's pretty easy. And then with this, so again, this requires another star. we can use this to upgrade it and get Grace of the Creator, which will give us free flight within a beacon and then uh, consuming experience outside of a beacon. So this is actually going to be really good, but obviously this is nether material or end materials for that. Uh, but we do actually. So I found these. I found one of these in a uh, desert temple, like the little pyramid things. Um, yeah, I just came across this, which is pretty good. But do note the vulnerability to withering and void damage. Yeah, I can't use that when I'm fighting the wither at all. Uh, but it is uh, easy to find in those, and then uh, these materials are pretty easy to get, and the scrolls are just paper and sticks. So um, eventually we will make this, but since we don't have like an actual beacon at our base yet, I'm still short on some iron blocks, um, which hopefully we can sort out today. We'll eventually get this, and hopefully episode 10 we will be going into the end, so we'll be able to get our Elytra, Dragon's Breath, all this good stuff, so we can just have create a flight, and that will make everything so easy. Um, so yeah, that's going to be our goal there. We can also come down here. We see we still have all this going. I have down here just a little quick access. As you can see, our chests are slowly adding up. And I could bring this down further if I wanted to, because we're only at, what, depth of 58, so we can still go down like an easy 50 more before we start getting close to bedrock. Um, so yeah, it should only need to come down to the floor that we're at um, for all the things that we're going to be doing. But this is just a quick access for me to keep adding to the storage. So yeah, that covers that plus my mistake. As we can see, blaze heads and nether stars. I did actually craft a beacon already. We do get a ton of wither skeleton skulls because of this having severing and luckiest. So this just adds, I think, let's see, 25% chance that we get a wither skeleton skull on top of the normal drop rate. So yeah, we're getting a ton of those. It's not really a concern. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting all of this gear fully enchanted, and I'll be right. Alright, so I did some quick grinding. Yeah, as you can see, this was not just the 30 minutes that I was sitting there just grinding up levels. This was some stuff that I did yesterday. But yeah, as you can see, the resources do pile up. So we're never going to be hurting for our nether stars or really anything having to do with these. So that's honestly really cool. And, oops, I need to stand on that properly. So now that we have enough levels, we can go to our enchanting station, drop all this off, and try to see what we can get. So we don't need fire protection since we have this. This as protection 4, I'll take it. I said it didn't need fire proc, but that's fine. That gives me fire proc and protection 4, so not bad. Let's see, aqua affinity. I don't know. Oops. Let's see the pants, blast protection. Nope. definitely don't need that. Let's try it. Alright, so that one we can just grindstone. Well, at least that one gives us some feather falling, so that's not so bad. We don't need respiration. What did we need? Yeah, so let's grindstone the pants. I think, yeah, we do get a little bit back. Let's see what you got. Ooh, okay. So, again with the fire proc, but protection 4 and unbreaking 4. I will take that. That is actually really good. It's just tinted. Let's see what you get. Trying to remember what a Culta version does. Give me a sec to look this up. I know it has something to do with magic damage, but I just want to double check. Okay, so apparently this will reduce magic damage both ways, out and against. Really. Don't particularly want that. Alright, here's more unbreaking. I'll take it. So, alright, so we have additional protection 3, protection 4, protection 4, and just some blast protection. Which actually isn't bad against the Wither, since it does explosions. So yeah, I think this is pretty decent for just standard rolls, and these aren't upgraded bookshelves, and I'm not using that yet until I get the closer to end game armor. So alright, we got that done, and so the next thing we need to do is I want to keep a bucket of water on me. That's going to be very important. So yeah, we want to go ahead and start knocking off some of these quests. And we know that there's an iron slime around here, and I think I know where I can find one of these. Seeing as I have the spectral amulet. And then there's a bunch of other of these that we want to go ahead and beat. I was able to get the core shard. So I just need to, I guess, I don't know, figure out how to do the nether reactor. This, I know where the gatekeeper is, so I can go ahead and figure out how to make that. I have the materials to make this. And then this will send us into the deep dark, so that's a few more things there, but we're going to focus on these two. I know where this one is also, but some of these other, or maybe it's not this one, I think one of these. And then obviously we're going to make it to the end, and this will be pretty interesting. And then we'll get to all the other things in here. So, going, looking for the iron slime. No it's underground and it's somewhere around here. So the question is just finding it. And that looks to be it right there. So what we can do is just get right over it, like this. And then just tunnel down. This looks to be a mine shaft, which can have some decent loot. But we are not focused on that at the moment. Wow, I am mining super slow. So I think it's right here. Gosh, why is this taking so long? So, give me a sec. Alright, finally somehow got through, but alright, cool. So we need some torches. Gosh, it's putting slowness on me. Alright, so here it is. So a normal weapon can't hurt it, but you can use a pickaxe and actually cause damage. So I think if I just... Yeah, I just gotta keep hitting it. Yeah, and it's starting to get smaller. So I don't think it's supposed to get bigger as it regenerates. Yeah, there is a clear point that it can't regenerate past. Alright, and it says I successfully killed it after it nearly killed me. Dang. So, alright, this looks like it's pretty decently built area, and it's got like all this iron up in here. But let's see what is up in this chest. Yeah, not too bad. Don't need any of the seeds. We'll take the Edelwood buckets. Not a bad grab right there. Huh. It's unbreakable. So I guess this is from beating it? Not too bad. The main thing I want to check out is this ore detector. Okay, so it's just... Okay, so I don't know if I can look for stellarite. Alright, but overall, not bad. I can deal with this. Alright, well, that is this one done and dusted, so... let's go ahead and go after the... Oh, did it? I guess when you beat it, you're able to get one, and then the actual quest also gives you one. That's not bad. Alright, so the next thing we're going to kill is this wroughtnaught. So go ahead and warp up out of here. Go ahead and get to sleep real quick before anything dangerous shows up. Oh, also, oh, there seems to be a fight going on here. As you can see, they do a pretty good job. So yeah, these, normally you would have to go out and try to find and kill a dragon, but sometimes they'll go ahead and just spawn up dead and make it easy. So we can go ahead and collect some dragon bones, and this was a stage 4 dragon. We can use those dragon bones for other things. But we're looking around here. I think that might be it. Yeah, that is most definitely it. We did accidentally pick up some things. So let's go ahead, start digging down here. Alright, so there is the wroughtnaught that we need to fight. So in order to beat him, we need to hit that sword sticking out of his back and basically just try to avoid him the rest of the time. So you do need to wait for him to specifically get stuck. So he has several attacks. He has that one. Should have a swing. I need to go ahead and stop this water. Give me a sec. Just need to make sure I can stay down here and get some cobblestone so I can go ahead. I had this same bit of annoyance dealing with villager farms, but it's whatever. Let's get some more cobble. Gosh, this is super annoying with all this water. And I think that about solves it. Alright, so now the real fight goes on. Sit back on those. So that's the attack we're waiting for. Yips. Alright. So yeah, that was the attack I needed to make, but for some reason I wasn't moving. Alright, go ahead and attack the ground again. Yeah, with this sword we can beat him in 2 strikes. Yep, there's the spin. Just waiting for him to come at us again. Downward swing. There we go. Nice little death animation, and we get his helm, which never breaks, and axe of 1,000 metals. Never breaks, and right click to attack in a large arc. Shift right click to slam and create a shockwave. So let's actually... So there's that, and then wham. Alright. That's actually kind of cool, but yeah, just like a little bit, or maybe with some nuance. Alright, so that is him defeated, and now we get this Spirit Altar from the Malum mod, which I'm not entirely sure what's in the Malum. I guess it comes with some decent, I don't even know what the enchantments are. Wow, that is decent. Well, that is... That stronghold set is insane. It's actually a pretty decent sword, too. Extra armor stuff. Not too bad, but I don't know. I don't know enough about it to really dive that far into it. So yeah, that is that one done. Now, there is actually something that is oh so rewarding that I want to go check out. So we need to go back home. And so the main reason why we needed this is for where we're going. Okay, so with some quick preparations out of the way, there is something down here I do want to go check out. So we're just gonna have to zip on by. Actually, I think I see it popping out over there. So this place, highly rewarding. I do recommend finding this place and trying to get powered up and ready to get here. So let's see. There's nothing back here. There's a ton of obsidian here. Nether bricks. Just a ton of resources overall. So I just want to mark where I'm going. Just keep going along this path. There's tons of ores throughout here. And then there's these guys, which can be kind of difficult in groups. One-on-one, you can easily just maneuver around. And then obviously with the strength, it's really not a problem. But let's go ahead and check out what's in these chests. So I don't need seeds, but I can take all the rest of this. Tons of leather. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my backpack and we'll go through everything at the end of this. Did that have? No, I thought it. It's glowing like it has an enchantment. Okay, so this is another dead end here. Mark that I've gone this way. Yeah, tons of ores. Let's go ahead. Take this out. Yep, there's something right there. They haven't noticed me. Let's come in here. Again, don't need the there. But yeah, lots of gear here. That was a schematic I didn't have before. Let's go ahead and get ready to take these guys out. Sometimes you can get these guys to drop their netherite armor that you see them wearing. Oops. Don't get cornered. These guys do actually hit pretty hard. Yeah, actually, I think we did get netherite. So yeah, there is a ton of stuff in all of this. You take the slimy grass. Some more smite to go into the library. Yep, and we're just going around. So just come in, take these out. Enchanted carrot, that's nice. Ooh, vein mining. So that kind of does give us the ability to replace that. And it would just be nice to put it in our enchantment library. So yeah, doing exceptionally well here. So we're gonna start going. Oh, you're actually also. Actually, I want to get around to this water. so let's go ahead grab some more enchanted golden carrots. I like it. Power 4 enchantment, nice. Yeah, starting to get some netherite boots. So yeah, as soon as you've got decent gear, do come in here. Alright, I'm gonna just keep coming this way. Mark that I've been through here. And yes, it is dark enough for everything else to spawn. Can I get to this? Easy. Yeah, you can see we're doing a ton of damage with this. Decent enchants. Alright, that leads further in. Let's go ahead and break this spawner so we're not getting jumped. Ouch. Head over here. We need some more torches. And let's go ahead and grab all of this here. Good enchant. Ooh, and that was a potion of haste. Oops. Sorry, we're trying to keep all of our stuff together. Show off for later. Ooh, that's a creeper. I remember, this is not a normal sword. Was that a spider with a skeleton skull on it? That's neat. I think that is most of this area, if not all of it, explored. Haven't gone down here yet. Nothing of importance, okay. And yeah, I've already gotten all these chests. I don't know why this section is so dark. I did get that, so let's just make our way down here. Just wanted to light this place up, because I am seeing some creepers. I think this will be more of the same kind of strategy. Alright, so with all that looting done, it is time to show off the main attraction here. So, actually am going to put my slime boots on just so I survive this fall. There we go. As you see, tons of lava here. And I don't even know what happened to that. There we go. Quick and easy path. And these Foundry Guardians, they're basically just healthier blazes. Not really a problem since I can kind of deal with that. Now, all these arrow guys are going to be a problem. So the main goal of what we want to try and do is just break all the spawners for everything else. We don't have to worry about the blazes. But all this other stuff do kill. Do destroy those blaze spawner or the spawners for them. Actually, no, it's probably a good idea. There's getting to be a lot of them. But yeah, the rewards from this place are going to be well worth it. Alright, just slowly going after all these spawners. So I'm actually getting hurt here. Just run away, they'll eventually despawn. Those things can kill. Oh no, that's bad. Oh shoot. Ended up down here too. Oh, this is bad. Whew, got out of that. Okay, nope. Whew, this is exceedingly dangerous. Checking down here, make sure I got all these spawners. Alright, this seems safe enough to try and just drop some stuff. Get a whole dungeon on top of this. As we can see with our fire immunity, that really is not a problem. Do you believe that is all that way? Let me go ahead and get this because I feel like I might have to make a quick retreat. So I'll allow that stuff to despawn eventually. Alright. I think that does cover it all. I'm just gonna do a quick once over, make sure everything is out and despawn. Okay, so I'm like 95-ish% sure I got all the spawners, so yeah, get ready for all the loot that this place should be offering. Straight up diamonds, smelting touch. I think that is all of these bags, so I've actually run out of bags at this point. That is how crazy this is. Straight up netherite scraps. Let's get over here. Yeah, some of these chests don't have anything, but most of the times they do. When they do, they're epic. That didn't have anything. Is there a chest over this way? Nope. I'll go around and get the ores on my own. Don't want to bore y'all with that. So let's go ahead and go over here. Yep. So we don't want to spawn elsewhere and come on in. That's fine. Let's go ahead. Testing. See, we. I wanted to try and keep track of everything, but honestly, there's no way we're going to be able to. Okay, so I made my way back. Had to repair some stuff. So, to go over all that we found, so we were able to get those two up there. Worsicles, whatever those are. Battle Axes, War Picks. There should be Claw somewhere. Yeah, and then this one as well. So, tons of more Tetris stuff that I have available to make. Also, quite a bit of extra diamonds there, some netherite scrap, some ancient debris. Didn't have to go farming in the nether, just found one of those structures and come away with a good bit. Also, because of the smeltery, um, and if I use this fuel tank that I have, it will actually double my ancient debris. So that's 9 times 2, so that's 18. I actually accumulated 29 here. So as soon as this gets melted up, that's gonna be I'm sitting at a decent 20 or 31. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty nice. I can go ahead and I'll toss the diamonds up in here too. Those are some of the other ores that I had found, and enchanting books. So let's also go into our inventory and see. So uh, tons of gold that we found. Also some more schematics, more enchanting stuff. Tons of this netherite gear. And let's just look through all this. So, yep. Enchanted golden carrots, that'd be good when we're ready to do some boss fighting. Vein mining, some more enchants, more netherite gear. Yeah, this is all great stuff here. All the gold. More of these books, which so these books, uh, you can read them, and they'll grant you experience plus the knowledge points. And then once you're done with them, you can just turn them into paper. So it's not just taking up space anymore. Let's see. So yeah, there was some more of these schematics. Let's check. Let's put all of these here. Just go down the line of everything we found. Some more diamonds. Some more resources. Yeah, I definitely made out very well in that place. Oh yeah, we also got we found a heart of the earth. So this, if we go to Enigmatic Legacy and here, so we can use it to make some of these uh, effects. So this is just infinite bone meal. We have this for basically just never have to worry about seeing in the dark ever again. Also gives you increased mining speed and fortune level. We have some of this 7 curses stuff, which we can't really focus on, I guess. Um, but for here, now we have some netherite, and we can also make this charm, which will give us extra damage, basically extra smite damage, extra damage against anybody, and then increase loot level, and slain monsters drop double as much experience. So, yeah, our wither uh, monster spawner, that is going to be absolutely just monstrous for getting experience. Um, so I'll definitely be uh, adding those. Um, yeah, it's just so much stuff here that I was able to get. Yeah, some more of these tomes, more emeralds, more gold. I actually got a pretty decent amount of leather too. That was also nice. So yeah, those places, very, very good. Alright, so we had some pretty interesting adventures. Unfortunately, there was that problem with my recording not starting, so you didn't see me go after the sirens to get this gear. That was highly unfortunate. Um, we'll probably come across others. Um, so next episode, there's some stuff in the Nether. There's a bastion as well as a Nether fortress. But I do want to try to knock off some of uh, those. See if I can find where I can do the uh, awful gas, or how I can do the piglin event. Try and get that one done. Um, and then the episode after, we will actually be going to the end. I should have enough ender pearls. I definitely have enough blaze rods. Um, so that's not a concern. We'll be able to easily find the stronghold, get in, beat the end dragon, loot a couple end cities, and find some ships. And that will be uh, that part. And we'll really start working a bit more end game focus and head through all the other dimensions. Um, so with that, I'd like to thank y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Deuces.